Hi, I'm Layla and I run the page Lilac's Little Legs. Our daughter Lilac was born critically ill in October 2014. Put straight onto life support, she wasn't expected to survive. Lilac, not for the first time, defied all the odds.
Lilac's story didn't end at NICU. It was just getting started. As Lilac's first birthday approached, it was becoming obvious that she was slipping further and further behind with her developmental milestones, and we found ourselves in front of a neurologist at the Evelina Hospital.
Shortly after her first birthday, Lilac was diagnosed with spastic diplegia cerebral palsy, and the prognosis that we received at the time was that she was highly unlikely to ever be able to walk or talk. Our world suddenly became physio appointments, occupational appointments, speech and language therapy, so on and so forth. The world was alien and the world was scary.
What followed for me as a mother felt like a period of grieving. I felt such sadness for Lilac's life not being as I imagined it would always be.
In 2017, things began to change. I set up Lilac's Little Legs initially as a therapeutic outlet for myself. It encouraged me to capture my thoughts and feelings on being a special needs parent and what that meant to me and my family. But it grew and grew. It became an opportunity for me to connect with other parents in a similar situation, and suddenly I found myself as part of a community. I wasn't alone anymore.
Through our online cerebral palsy family, we learnt about an operation called selective dorsal rhizotomy, or SDR, which had the potential to change Lilac's life forever.
As we threw ourselves into researching SDR, we realised very quickly that this was going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make a real difference to the path that Lilac was on and help her to unlock her full potential. But at the time, SDR was not funded by the NHS. We sought advice from our CP community and realised very quickly that this was a procedure that we would have to fundraise for. On their recommendations, we partnered up with Just for Children to make this dream come true.
The very best decision we made as part of our fundraising journey was to partner with Just for Children. In the early days when we were still finding our feet, they provided us with all the guidance that we needed. We had tins, we had buckets, and we were ready to go. For our campaign to be backed up by a registered charity number was like gold dust. We were fortunate enough to be supported by a large professional network that could do so much more for us because of it. For example, matching. This quite often led to donations being doubled. It also gave us access to supermarkets, football teams, and the opportunity to apply for grants. In our experience, none of these things would have been possible without the use of a registered charity number. There are no two ways about it. Fundraising takes over your life, but we appreciated the partnership with Just for Children because it lent itself to complete transparency. Donations were protected and donors could trust that every penny they were parting with was being used just as they intended it to be. It was, however, also the most humbling of experiences. Encountering such kindness and love for your child and your family is incredibly special, and I look back and feel so incredibly privileged to have been touched by it.
Social media has become a huge part of the success of our campaign. We've been able to take people along our journey with us, and they've become truly invested with Lilac and her progress. It's become a platform to raise awareness, to connect with families in a similar situation for ourselves, and build a community in its own right. Through it, we share ideas, we share our highs, and we share our lows.
The world is full of warrior children, and we are the lucky ones that get to raise them. They teach us every single day what it really means to have hope and to never, ever give up.